1822. So, Cesaro, just got hurt last night. I just read it on one of the wrestling accounts I follow on Twitter. So, of course, I had to come on here and talk about something I've been wanting to talk about the last couple of days, but I decided not to make the video. Now, this is the time to make this video, and it's about the style in WWE. W style needs to be toned down. And of course, another reason I'm talking about this is because everybody was talking about talking smack with the Miz and Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan was talking about, how in the indies, it wasn't about the soft W style. What can be the best style? And the Miz was talking about how he never been hurt, which is true. And the WWE for the longest always made sure these talents had their tone of style turned down. It wasn't like, how you watched ROH. It's back and forth action. So much crazy stuff to get the crowd to pop. And it kind of went away from less storytelling to just back and forth action. And you see it so much on W television. Remember at one point when you had people favorite guys from indies getting signed to WWE? Oh no. Here we go. It's going to happen. They're going to tone down their style. They're going to water them down. They're not going to be the same anymore because they're going to do traditional WWE style. But that's just that traditional style is no longer in the WWE. Look at a guy like The Miz. How many guys were... How many guys work like The Miz in the company today in WWE? Not that much. And more guys need to tone down their style. They don't gotta be exactly like The Miz, but at least do something to keep yourself on television. So many injuries been happening left and right. Look at Sasha Banks. I love Sasha Banks, but man, Sasha Banks' style is too rough. She takes so many bumps that make me just cringe. And she too small for that. A lot of these guys are not built to continue to do this style, especially when you work in the WWE schedule. Now, when these guys was on the indies, it's different because you're not traveling the world. You're able to get away with that stuff. You're able to recover. In the WWE, you gotta keep going, and keep going. And you see the results why so many guys are injured on a roster today. They need to just have a talk with these guys and say, you know what? You gotta be more safer because y'all just keep hurting yourselves. That stupid ass spot when Sheamus flipped Cesaro to the ring post. What was the point in that right there? What was it? Because when I saw that, I didn't pop. I'm just like, that's just dumb. Cesaro and Sheamus are two big guys. Just brawl inside the ring. You gotta do a spot outside the ring. That thing right there is something that like Rollins and Finn would do. Why you got guys like that doing it? The W style is not good as it used to be. I love when you had your guys who could do that style and guys who could slow it down. You had a mixture. The best days of wrestling, you had guys who could mixture it. Look at WCW. The cruiserweights was special because they wasn't like the guys who was in the main event. It was a lot different. That's why I'm not excited about the Cruiserweight Classic coming to Monday Night Raw. What's the reason we pumped about it? You ain't gonna see anything different. Sami Zayn can do what they can do. Seth Rollins can do what they do. Kevin Owens can do what they do. Neville can do what they do. It's useless. The style of W really need to be changed, man. It really does. Because they continue to do this, everybody just gonna be out of action. And they ain't gonna have enough guys to fill out these shows. Goddamn fly. They just not gonna have enough people, man. Because it's just so many talents. Week after week. Just going down. If you just be simple in the ring, you wouldn't have as much injuries. How many guys on the roster really have a simple ass style? It's not much of them. The W used to have that simple style. Before Triple H Vision came and Vince decided to go with it, you see the style in WWE is not what it used to be. Nobody complain about their favorites like I mentioned earlier about their style getting changed. Everybody's staying the same like they used to be. WWE just need to just go back to the basics. to keep guys healthy. Look at Triple H. Triple H is somebody who always did that style safe. Triple H has injuries, but the man like 46 years old and still can wrestle today. A lot of those guys who work this crazy style, like I really can't see a Seth Rollins wrestling to 45 years old. I don't believe he can. I really don't. A lot of the guys would not be wrestling at 45 to 50. Look at Undertaker. A lot of injuries. Big man. He didn't have a crazy ass style like these guys. He can still wrestle because it wasn't as reckless. And so many guys who got a reckless ass style in the WWE. When you look at the schedule, why would you want to continue to wrestle like that? You're just going to end your career short and that's it. So WWE, just please tone down these guys' style. You can still put on a good match without doing this crazy stuff. It's always been classic matches without a bunch of crazy spots. And a lot of people say, well, it's a new time in the WWE. That had nothing to do with it. Because a good story can be told in a ring without a lot of crazy shit going on. And they know that. But they love the indie style. And indie style is not the greatest style to cut professional wrestling. Sometimes indie style can be over the top because we see so many guys doing it. So a lot of guys in the roster never stand out. And that's my main problem with the WWE today is the style of wrestling. And it's not good for the business at the end of the day because when you keep losing talent, it hurts the product. When you don't have guys like Seth Rollins out for 6 to 8 months, you have no Finn Balor. If you just tone down your style, you have less injuries. Because when W had the tone down style, I don't ever remember going on the site. Injury, 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 injury. The last year and this year had to be like the most injuries in W history. It had to be, man. Because every single week you hear some news on another person injured. And always somebody who worked with a reckless style, not safe. I mentioned again, The Miz. The guy really never had a serious injury. Chris Jericho never really had a serious injury because he knew how to work safe. Bret Hart knew how to work safe. So many guys just don't know how to do it. They just know how to just go, 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 and not slow the pace down. So as y'all see in the video right here, give me your thoughts on WWE need to tone down their style. Hope you like the Batman shirt. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.